I recently had a conversation with a good brother who expressed to me that he recently met someone that he thought was pretty special, a young lady that was really special to him and that he wanted to do right by her. He thought he would solicit a little advice from me because he wanted to make sure that that he got it right this time. And so I want to talk to men. I just want to bounce some things off of the men today to see if we can calibrate the process of what do you do when you meet the young lady that you think is that one, that special young lady, or if you believe that she's on the horizon, if you have not already met her yet, and you believe that she's somewhere just over the horizon. How do you prepare for that encounter? And if you believe that you are with her now, how do you what do you do to put yourself in the best position to solidify this special connection or relationship with a woman that has in fact taken you to an emotional all-time high? This is what some people refer to as the keeper, if you will. You have separated her from all others. You feel strongly about her, and you want her to know that you believe and that you see her as the one for you. So, how do you go about doing that? Was the question that I was asked. And so, my response was this. Now, first of all, if you have not met that particular young lady, this information is absolutely not for you. It is only for the brothers who, if you're looking to start preparing yourself for that special woman because you believe you might have met her or that you may meet her someday soon, I'm talking to you. Men, it is your responsibility as a man to set the tone for your relationship. It is your responsibility as a man to set the tone. And what do I mean by that? It happens in stages, brothers. We have to first stop down and take a look at who you are as a man. What type of man are you? Now, when you have that conversation with this special woman and it comes down to, so tell me a little bit about yourself, where you work and where you went to school, and the fact that you might have played ball, and where you grew up and things like that, what you used to do, that conversation is not germane to what she's really trying to find out about you. What she's asking for is something that is more principle based. And so you, sir, are going to have to stop down for a minute and try to at least get an idea of who you are as a man from a principles standpoint, your values, your principles. What in the world is your purpose in life other than to get up and go to work every day? Your job does not describe the type of man that you are, your occupation or whatever it is that's on your business card. It doesn't say a whole lot about who you are as a man from a principle standpoint. What you like to eat and all these things, your favorite movie, that stuff is so superficial that it's a waste of a conversation when it comes down to the woman that's sitting in front of you that you think is so special and so important that she needs to see who you are. What is your purpose and how in the world does she fit with that purpose or that description of the type of man that you are? Number two, I want you to take your emotions and set it aside for a minute. Set your emotions aside because as a man, you want to make decisions that are not based on how you feel. You want to take a look at this woman and you want to determine, why would you choose her? What is it about her other than how you feel? Because you may feel at some point a little differently down the road. She may appear to be someone other than the person, this wonderful person that you met at some point. And then you have to remind yourself of why you chose her. So even if you have to write it down so that you can be reminded later, that may not be a bad idea because you're going to have to set the tone for your relationship. It is your responsibility, it is your duty to protect and maintain and preserve this gift from God Himself. This is what you have to do as a man. But first of all, you have to know what type of man that you are at your core, your principles, your values, and determine if this wonderful woman that's sitting in front of you is a good fit. I'm not talking about how pretty she is. I'm not talking about how fine she is, or how well she can cook. Let's move on. When you set the tone, what you're doing is you're really removing all of the aesthetics, the emotional aesthetics, the physical aesthetics, because that relationship that you want to have with this particular woman is not superficial. It's not going to be superficial. And so you have to really get beyond those things that are superficial. And the main thing is the emotion. The brother expressed to me how she makes him feel. And I said, no, you got to put that aside. Put aside how she feels in your arms. I know it's a wonderful feeling, but you want to look at it like a pair of shoes, brother. She looks good on the surface, right? But if it doesn't feel good on your feet, if it's not a good fit, let me say it this way, then it's going to be uncomfortable at a certain point. It's going to be temporary because it's already uncomfortable. And if it's not a good fit, you can't be in those shoes no matter how good they look or what you paid for them or how they, go with your favorite suit. You can't be in a pair of shoes that don't fit your feet, but for a short time, then you got to take them off. And you may experience unnecessary pain. So the good fit is what it is going to boil down to. Then I want you to pick up your phone and make some what we're going to call courtesy phone calls. You're going to call your other friends that are women, and you're going to express to them that you have met someone. This is out of respect and out of courtesy for your relationship with the other women. Yes, it is a courtesy phone call, and out of respect for your relationship with them, out of your respect and care for your friendship with them, let them know that you met somebody that you think is special and that you're going to put all your focus and concentrate on her. You're going to put your energy on this new interest that you have. You have to wipe your plate clean, brother, is what I'm asking you to do. Why? Because you don't want any distractions. You don't want there to be any room for misunderstanding because this other woman that you just met, remember, you look at her as a gift from God Himself. But it starts with you determining your purpose. Who are you as a man from a principle standpoint, not from an occupational standpoint, or what you can buy for her or where you can take her? That's of no consequence. All right. If for some reason you determine that she is not a good fit for you, my dear brother, all of the emotion in the world is not going to fix or change the fact that at the end of the day, it's not a good fit. The only way you know if it's not a good fit is to know what it is what your purpose is, and then what is her purpose as your woman. Now, I like to say I'm only here to help. But if you take what I'm saying to heart and you look at how she fits as opposed to how she feels or how you feel, brothers, I'm telling you, then and only then will you be on the right track. Because I want for you what I want for myself. I want you guys to be happy. I want you to be healthy. I want you to be functional in your relationships, solid, right? I want you to live a life of longevity and fulfillment. It means a lot. But you have to start with who you are as a man. What is your purpose as a man, and what principles are you built on? Then look at her and determine, based on what you've gathered in terms of information about the type of woman that she is, and you can make a very informed decision as to whether or not you're a good fit, brother. It is your duty to set the tone for your relationship. All right? I'm looking forward to your response. My name is Jay Jackson.